Emfuleni Mayor Gift Morane joined residents who marched to Eskom's head office in Megawatt Park yesterday. They delivered their concerns to the power supplier. This follows the disconnection of electricity in a number of Emfuleni municipalities, or communities rather, I should say. They claim some areas have been without electricity for 2 years now. The municipality owes Eskom over 3 billion rand. I'm joined by the Public Works MMC Bheki Ntsele. Thanks for your time, MMC. We appreciate it. So you went to Eskom yesterday saying you were unhappy about the power cuts, but you still owe them a whole lot of money.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to the listeners. Indeed, I led a march to Eskom yesterday, whereby we were going there to voice our grievances on behalf of the communities whereby Eskom is supplying directly. We are not happy about the current disconnection that's taking place as we speak. We are not happy about the rate of replacement of transformers that failed more than 2 years ago. So we wanted that process to be speeded up so that our people can be afforded an opportunity to have electricity in their houses. If I may expand, some of those transformers are connected to the schools and clinics. As you will know, those institutions represent essential services. So it means our kids are not getting electricity. They could not study. They could not do their schoolwork because there is no electricity in some schools. Clinics, our parents, patients leave the clinics early because there is no electricity in those institutions. That was the reason for the march yesterday.
But who's to blame? Because the municipality has failed to pay Eskom its bills.
Don't combine the two. There is an issue about Eskom and Emfuleni. That's a separate matter. There is an issue whereby Eskom is supplying people directly. They are not being supplied by Emfuleni. Emfuleni is not a conveyor of that electricity supply. Eskom is supplying those customers directly. Now, what has happened is that because Eskom was not happy about payment in those areas, then they did not fix the transformers that failed in those areas for a period of more than 2 years. To an extent that the premier of the province intervened and he formed a task team that was involving me, Councillor Ntsele, and Councillor Mote in Johannesburg, and Mzwandile from Eskom, and Mema Mhali from the office of the premier, to make sure that that process is speeded up. That committee has been working since July, but in December there was a lull. Starting from the new year, we are not seeing progress. So that's why there was a march, because we want that progress to be speeded up. We want the transformers to be replaced as soon as possible. And then Eskom must consult the councillors and all the stakeholders to deal with their credit control measures, because indeed they need money and we are prepared to assist them to collect their money from their customers.
Okay, so you're saying that this is about Eskom not getting money from the people it supplies directly, right?
Yes.
And not the municipality.
Yes.
So those people
Yes.
have failed to pay their bills, and that's why Eskom is saying that we're cutting the electricity. It sounds fair.
What you will not know is that in some areas, electricity is bypassed, there is tampering, and in some instances, tampering were done by employees of Eskom, corrupt elements within the institution. So you'll find that many boxes that should be used to punch in electricity vouchers are no longer working. So Eskom, they know about that, they've experienced that. That's why their process of replacing transformers is not only replacing transformers. They are doing audit as to how many people are connected to this transformer, how much bypassing took place, how much tampering occurred in that particular area. If they found that you tampered, and then they fine you a fine of 6,052 rand, and then we agreed with them that okay, we understand, but that money should be paid in installment. They agree. So there is no one disputing that one, that there has been tampering, even though some tampering occurred because of Eskom employees. But what we are saying, that process should be speeded up. so that it comes to the completion. So the Eskom gets money. Where Eskom has completed that process, like in my ward, there are 6 transformers that have failed. They fixed 3. All those people connected to those 3 transformers are buying. And Eskom is getting money after a very long time when it was not getting money. Now they are getting money. That's a process that we want Eskom that we're encouraging Eskom to engage on.
And after going to Eskom's headquarters yesterday, are you satisfied with any response from them? How's it looking?
I'm satisfied. I'm a very positive person. I'm satisfied the response that we got from Sister Stephanie there, that indeed they will respond within 14 days. And they agreed with us that the disconnection that is taking place should not continue because it's damaging the relationship between them and the communities, between the communities and councillors. So we are avoiding a danger that might occur. And I think we are having that commonality there. They should stop that one, and then we can start engaging as to how do they make sure that they process their credit control measures in a manner that does not endanger the life of any person.
All right, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Public Works MMC in Bheki Ntsele.
My pleasure.